Today I'm playing the world's hardest game of rock, paper, scissors. What is going on, TFG squad? My name is Brandon and welcome to Extreme Rock, Paper, Scissors. So we all know the game rock beats scissors, scissors cuts paper, paper covers rock, but this takes it to the next level because you can type in any answer you want. Let me show you. So we're starting off nice and easy. It says, what beats rock? We all know paper beats rock, so I'm just gonna hit go, and bam! Paper beats rock. I won. Fantastic. And also, 31 million people had the same answer as me. Okay, now we're going to level 2. Also very easy. It says, what beats paper? They even basically give me the answer. Honestly, the hardest part about this one is going to be spelling scissors. I'm so bad at spelling that word. Scissors. Boom! I won again. Look how great I am. 9 million people had the same answer as me. Okay, but this is when things get a little crazy. I'm gonna hit next. We're gonna go to the next level. Now, I could just hit rock, right? Like, I could say, what beats scissors? I could, you know what, let's just do rock. Let's play through the whole game. Oh, it won't even let me do it. Okay, oh, it's forcing me to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. All right, I like it. So it says you could try fire, diamond, hammer. All right, so let's go hammer for now. We're gonna play along with their game. Boom. So hammer beats scissors, right? A hammer could smash a pair of scissors. 1 million people had that same answer as me. This is where the game really gets interesting. Now I have to beat hammer, right? So you basically have to beat what you used on your last turn. So now I need to figure out what is something that's gonna beat hammer. I can no longer use rock, paper, or scissors. Now we are at the extreme part. So what would beat a hammer? What if I go fire, right? Because the hammer's handle is made out of wood. Fire beats hammer. Okay, look at that. 231,000 people had the same answer as me. Fantastic. This is where it's going to get interesting. What is going to beat fire? Oh, water. Water beats fire. Water beats fire. Boom, look at that. Okay, I'm on fire right now. I am 5 for 5. Oh, now I got to figure out something that beats water. Oh, goodness. Oh, see, okay, now I see how this game's going to get hard. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna keep picking things that are stronger and stronger and stronger, and then eventually I'm gonna pick, like, the world's strongest item. All right, what is gonna be something that beats water? Oh, goodness gracious. Heat? What if I say, or wait, what about, I'm gonna go heat. I'm gonna say heat. Or, well, yeah, I'm gonna say heat. Heat beats water. Yes, okay, because heat will make water evaporate. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Wow, 744,000 people had that same answer as me. Okay, now, what beats heat? Oh, ice, maybe? Would ice beat heat? Ice does not beat heat. Okay, so I got my first one wrong. What is something that could beat heat? Oh, boy. Oh, this is tough, man. I'm only at level 7 or level 6. Let me know in the comments. So right now my score, you can see my score is 6. Let me know in the comments, what is the farthest you've made it in this game? This is going to be tough. I might even have to start over and go with a different progression because heat might be invincible. What about space? Yes! Space beats heat. Space is a vacuum, and heat has nowhere to go. It's like trying to start a fire in a snowstorm. Great minds think alike. Only 4,526 people had that answer. Okay, moving on. Oh, man. I mean, what beats space? What about a black hole? Black hole? Black hole beats space. Space is vast and infinite, but a black hole is the ultimate cosmic vacuum cleaner. Say goodbye to space. Okay, but now, I mean, what in the world is going to beat a black hole? What in the world is going to beat a black hole? I have an idea. This is a little out of the box. I'm going to go time. Because I think the only thing that could beat a black hole is basically a black hole, right? It needs to kind of, I don't know, it needs to run its course. Time? Time does not beat a black hole. Time may be relentless, but a black hole bends it like a yoga instructor on a caffeine high. Okay, that's strange. All right, so we got to score 8. All right, you know what? I'm gonna play again, but this time I'm gonna go a different way. So we're back to the hammer. This is kind of where the extreme part of the game begins. And by the way, if you guys want to see more extreme rock, paper, scissors on the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. I am really enjoying this game. I had a couple of you guys recently ask me to play this game, so I checked it out and it looks really fun. All right, so we need to figure out what is gonna beat. I need to figure out, you know what? Okay, I know what to do. I need to think 2 steps ahead. I need to come up with something that will beat the item, but is still beatable. Okay, so what if we go, you know what? I'm just gonna go fire again. We know fire beats hammer. Now I gotta come up with something new. So what is something that will beat fire? What about wind? Wind beats fire. Wind blows out fires. It's like nature's own fire extinguisher. Okay, so now we are on a different path. Now I need to come up with something that will beat wind. What about a wall? Wall beats wind. Wind might huff and puff, but a wall stands firm. Nice try, Mother Nature. All right, 4,000 people had that same answer as me. Okay, now I need to figure out what will beat a wall. What about what's gonna beat a wall? What about a sledge hammer? I don't even know if I'm spelling that right now, because that's too close to hammer. What if we go wrecking ball? Wrecking ball beats wall. A wrecking ball smashes through walls like they're made of paper. Miley Cyrus would be proud. Yes, they came in like a wrecking ball. All right, so now we are at score 7. I think my record was 8, so we're getting close. What is going to beat a wrecking ball? See, now we're at the point where it's going to be really hard because a wrecking ball is so strong. What would beat a wrecking ball? What if we go tornado? A tornado. A tornado beats a wrecking ball. A tornado can toss a wrecking ball like it's a ping pong ball. Nature's demolition crew. Only 920 people had that same guess. All right, moving on. I've got a score of 8, which is my record. What beats a tornado? Oh my gosh. Oh, what about a mountain? Mountain. Mountain beats tornadoes. A tornado might be fierce, but a mountain stands tall and unmovable. Nature's immovable objects wins this round. Okay, so we've got a new record. Now I'm starting to learn how to play this game, and if you look at the bottom, you can see the progression. So we had rock, then paper beats rock, scissors beats paper, hammer beats scissors, fire, wind, wall, wrecking ball, tornado, and now mountain. All right, now I need to come up with something that beats a mountain. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, what about... Oh, but then that's going to set us down that... I was going to say water, right? Like erosion would beat a mountain. But water... You know what? We're going to do it. Water. Water beats mountain. Water erodes mountains over time. It's the slow and steady that wins the race. Okay, so that's good. So we made it to score number 10. Now I need to figure out what the heck is going to beat water. What about ice? I feel like ice freezes water. Ice does not beat water. Ice is just water with a chill. Water can melt ice any day of the week. Darn it! All right, so we got the score 10. Here's the question. I'm on paper right now. Can I start now? Like, they recommend saying scissors, but what if I just say, like, what beats paper? Hands, right? Yes, hands beat paper. Hands can crumple paper like a bad first draft of a screenplay. Next! Okay, so now we are on a completely different path. What is gonna beat hands? The stove. The stove beats hands. Hands on a stove? That's a recipe for disaster. Burn, baby, burn. Only 323 people had that answer. Okay, now I need to figure out what's gonna beat a stove. So, this is a huge game. Every answer I have has a logo, has a little, like, witty, write-up, and also, wow, is this like AI? I don't know how they make this one, but this is really fun. This is a really well-made game. All right, what is gonna beat a stove? What if I just say, truck? A truck. Yes, truck beats stove. You can haul a stove in a truck, but you can't cook a meal in a truck. Unless it's a good food truck, but that's a different story. Okay, I don't even know what they mean. Only 31 people said truck there. Okay. So now, what is gonna beat a truck? What about nails, because nails can pop the tires on the road. Nails beat truck. Nails can puncture tires, leaving the truck stranded. It's like a David and Goliath story, but with a roadside assistance. Okay, that was a good one, because I feel like a nail is really less strong than a truck, but it still took out the truck. So I kind of went backwards. Now, I got a score of 5, but I feel like a nail is very weak. Okay, what can beat a nail? What about a brick? I feel like that's similar to rock, but it's not quite a rock. Yes, okay. Brick beats nails. You can't even build a decent wall without bricks, but nails are just going along for the ride. Okay, only 43 people said that. All right, so now, what would beat a brick? I feel like, but I was going to say gravity, but that is gonna, I don't know what would beat gravity then. Yeah, you really have to think like 2 steps ahead in this game. This is fun, man. Let me know in the play along with me. Let me know in the comments what you would pick instead of me, especially whenever I mess up. What if we go with a bulldozer? Okay, bulldozer beats brick. A bulldozer can turn a brick into a pancake. It's like bringing a tank to a pillow fight. Okay. Now we've got a bulldozer, though. What could beat a bulldozer? What about what if the bulldozer runs into a tree? Tree does not beat bulldozer. Darn it, bulldozers knock down trees. It's like their whole thing. Yeah, what was I thinking there? So I'm back to nails. What if I go with, I feel like, I remember, what about like a lawnmower? Lawnmower can run over nails, no problem. Nails can't even touch a lawnmower. Okay, only one person guessed that. Only one guy guessed a lawnmower. Okay, that makes me feel good about myself. Okay, now I'm in unique territory. How many people have really gotten a lawnmower in this game? All right, what if we go... What would beat a lawnmower? Like a sinkhole? I'm thinking like a ditch. Yeah, let's go ditch. You can ditch a lawnmower, but you can't lawnmower a ditch. It's just how it works. Okay, I don't even know what that means. 5 people guessed that answer. Okay, so now we've got a ditch. That's basically like a hole in the ground. So we're gonna go dirt. Dirt beats ditch. You can't find dirt at the bottom of a ditch, but you can find dirt at the bottom of the ditch, but not the other way around. I don't know. You can basically fill a ditch with dirt. Okay. So now we've got dirt. I'm getting close to my record. What could beat, shovel. Shovel beats dirt. A shovel digs up dirt. It's like the dirt's worst nightmare. Yes. Okay, so now we've got shovel. I'm trying to think of something that would like dent the shovel. Like if you're digging, what if we go like lead? Lead beats shovel. You can use a shovel to dig up lead, but lead is heavy stuff and is gonna weigh down the shovel, but not the other way around. Okay, yeah. So we got lead now. Why is there? I guess there's lead in batteries. I don't know. Okay, I think this is the best score I've ever had. I think 10 is the best score I've ever had. So what could beat lead? Oh, goodness gracious. Now we are at, like, some of the densest materials in the world. I don't know, dude. What if I go... I'm gonna go tornado again. I know I already did that earlier, but I just want to beat my high score. I feel like tornado has to beat lead. Tornado beats lead. A tornado would sweep away a chunk of lead like it's a tin can, no contest. Okay, only 2 people guessed that. And now we have made it to score 11, which is my high score. Okay, what did we say beats a tornado again? Oh, mountains. Is there anything else? What about, yeah, I don't know what else I would do. I'm gonna go mountain. I'm gonna go mountain. 1 mountain, please. Okay, we're at score number 12. Let me know in the comments, what is the high score that you guys got in this game? I feel like 12 is pretty good. I feel like 12 is pretty darn good. Okay, we got mountain. What if I try, because we did water. Well, I'm gonna have to do water again. Okay, now we're at score of 13. Okay, this is kind of where this is where the train really came off the tracks last time. Water. What is something that would beat water? We know that heat would, right? Because we did that earlier. So what if we go heat? What if we go heat beats water? It turns it into steam. Now, what beats heat? All right, I'm at a score of 14, though. I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself for getting to a score of 14. But I'd like to get farther. Last time I went space. Space beats... Oh, but what if we go freezer, right? We're trying to go backwards now. I don't want to go space because that's way too big, and I don't know what would beat space. What if we go freezer? Freezer beats heat. Freezer beats heat. Yes, it's like putting a popsicle in the sauna, in the Sahara. One of them is going to win, and it's not the sun. Okay, fantastic. Okay. So now I feel like we've gone backwards. A freezer is not too bad. All right, so what beats freezer? What if we go... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say lightning. Lightning beats a freezer. Lightning strikes and the freezer is toast, literally. Now it's a toaster. Okay, fantastic. So now we've got lightning. This is hard. This is a hard one. What if we go rubber? Isn't rubber like, it's like electrophobic, right? Rubber beats lightning, yes! And now we've gone backwards. Rubber is like so much easier to beat. Okay. So now that we got rubber, I feel like we could do, let's do acid. Acid beats rubber. Acid melts rubber faster than you could say chemical reaction. Okay. Now we've got a score of 18. This is good. This is really good. Okay. What if we go, what's, what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? Baking powder. Or baking soda. Baking soda? Baking soda beats acid. Baking soda neutralizes acid. It's like a chemistry class in your kitchen. Fantastic. We are at score 19, guys. Beat that. Try beating that. Okay, well now I'm just being mean to you guys, but score of 19 is pretty darn good. Okay. What are we gonna do with baking soda? What if I just say river? A river beats baking soda. River water can dissolve baking soda, making it a non-factor. Okay, that was kind of like a cheat. I found a loophole. Like I wasn't allowed to use water, but I was able to use river. Okay. River. What about a dam? Dam beats river. A dam stops a river in its track. Beavers know what's up. Okay. So now we've got a dam. What about fire? Did I already do fire? Have I already done fire this round? What would be a dam? I'm gonna go fire. Okay. Fire beats dam. It burns through the dam, and suddenly it's a hot mess, literally. Okay, now I've got fire. I can't do water. What if I go ocean? Ocean beats fire. Okay, so now I'm just kind of finding different ways to do water. It's kind of cheap, but that's okay. What would beat the ocean? Oh, no. What about... I'm gonna have to go space. Space beats ocean. Space is the final frontier, and the ocean is just a big salty puddle in comparison. Now we're gonna have to go black hole. Okay, black hole. Black hole beats space, and now here we are. I have no idea what would beat a black hole. What if we go, super massive black hole? This is kind of like the same thing. I don't know if that's gonna count. Supermassive black hole beats a black hole. A supermassive black hole is just a bigger, badder black hole. Okay, it's like comparing a Toyota to a tricked out Tesla. Okay, now, oh gosh, I don't know. Universe. Universe beats supermassive black hole. Okay, now I have no... God beats universe. Devil? No, the devil does not beat God. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel. It's called TFG Vlogs, and I will see all of you in the next video.